Hello, I just want to respond to one of our followers who asked me about the issue of TFR and also the type of contract we have in Italia because he worked with a company. That company was unable to give him a TFR at the end of the work or at the end of the time that they give contract to him. I just want to tell you, you need to be very careful whenever they give you a contract to sign it. You have to know what are inside the contract. You have to know everything. For example, if you cannot read the contract, give it to somebody or tell your boss to read it for you. In your case, it may be they give you a contract where you sign it, but it was indicated there that your TFR will be added to your monthly salary without your notice. So therefore, when your boss is adding your TFR to your monthly salary every month, at the end of the work period with them, you will not be entitled to have your TFR. You need to know this before you sign any contract. So if you want, you ask your boss before you sign any contract, tell him that my TFR, I want to have my TFR whenever I finish a contract with you. I don't want you to add my TFR into my booster paga or into my pay slip or into my payment, my every month payment. I don't want you to write it there. When you look at your booster paga, you will see their TFR that some amount of money that the company will keep it for you every month. By the time you finish contract with them, you can claim that and they will give it to you. This is very, very important. Maybe your case was like that. And we have different type of contract in Italia. We have a tempo indeterminato, lifetime contract. We have tempo determinato. We have a part-time contract. We have apprendistato. We also have intermittente. We also have amministrazione. These are some of the contracts that we have in Italy. But when the contract is given to you, make sure that the contract is unilab, because the unilab will also help you to change your documents. When you have another type of contract, which is different from unilab, it will be very difficult for you to go to Costura and change your document. They only need unilab. They need that one. So make sure that your contracts, when your boss is going to give it to you, let it be unilab. This is very, very important. And some of you, when the company has failed, or when the company collapsed, it cannot go because of one reason or the other, financial problem and other stuff. Maybe the goods are not marketing, so the company collapsed. Alors, if you are not receiving your TFR in your booster paga, in your monthly salary, that means your payment will come later, but it is not automatic that your company has collapsed. You need to have your TFR automatically. No, it's not like that. The payment can come two times, two payment or three payments. It can come your l'ultima retribuzione. It can come through that one, because the company, there is a law that when the company fail, the TFR will take a process through limbs before you have your TFR. This one we call it istanza di amministrazione passivo secondo la modalità prevista della legge di fallimento. This one is like that. When the company failed, there is a law, but provided that you will have your TFR, provided that your company has already paid everything between the company and the IMS. They paid everything, so you will be entitled to your your TFR. But without that, it will be very difficult, and it will take some time before you have your TFR, because your company has already collapsed. So this is some of the things, as I said, before we sign the contract, let's read it and we ask our boss what are some of the conditions there, whether TFR will be putting it to your monthly salary or whether it will be kept for you at the end of your contract. You can receive your TFR. And also, we talked about to resign from the work. You can also resign from work, but you have to make a pre-aviso. If you want to resign from work, you have to write a document to your boss that you wanted to leave the work. Maybe before 15 days, you have to inform him in written document pre-aviso. So from that, if you want to take dimensione per la giusta causa, there is possibility you have your disoccupazione, that's NAPSI. But when you take dimensione resignation without a justa causa, that means you are going to you are not entitled to your disoccupazione NAPSI. That means dimensione per la giusta causa c'è la possibilità per avere disoccupazione NAPSI, però dimensione senza giusta causa non puoi avere disoccupazione. So these are some of the things that you need to understand. That is why before you take any resignation, you need to inform your boss. That's what in Italy they call it preavviso, with a written document informing him before 15 days that you wanted to leave your job, you want to resign. The resignation also has to be concrete reasons, has to be reasons. If not, your boss also have the right, the law give him the right for him to ask compensation from you, and you are going to pay. This is the little advice that I have for everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this.